Good morning. My name is Mr. Clayson, and I'm your instructor today for your class. Whether you be in Agricultural B, small engines, or welding, I want to say welcome, and I'm glad to see that you signed up for this class, and I hope that we have a great time together. To tell you a little bit about myself, I grew up on a small farm in Cuba, New York. I've been teaching for about 18 years now. These classes I've had more than 10 years experience. A lot of industry experience we have out there that we tie in together. We just want to welcome you to the class. Today you're seeing this because I'm actually in Albany today working with some legislators on securing some funding for our New York State FFA. On top of not only being a teacher here at Pioneer, I am also part of the New York State FFA Foundation, where we raise a lot of money for our summer camp. Today I bring this to you. Only the fact is that I've had so much experience with FFA. I am the FFA advisor here for Pioneer, along with Mrs. Clayson for senior FFA, and Mrs. Mitrowski, she's our junior FFA advisor. I just want to bring you a little bit of my background to show to you that today we're going to be starting off on a new adventure in a 20-week class. Now, some of you had me in class before, and that's great. You've seen some of the stuff that we can do. We can do a lot of great projects in some of our senior classes and our upper level classes. For the freshmen in the room, we are going to embark on a great adventure. We've got a lot of activities planned this year. You can look at your syllabus here that the substitute's going to pass out. The syllabus is going to go through and talk about each of the activities that we're going to perform for every one of our units. Same goes for welding, same goes for small engines. All the information's in the syllabus. We've got a wider range of books. If you look up here on the bookshelf, there's a lot of books that we'll be using for resources, but most of my classes, as most of the people can tell, there are hands-on activities. I design projects for you and activities for you to succeed in the world of work. My goal is to have you have a sellable skill, a skill that you can actually utilize in the world of work, whether here in one of our businesses in town, or it could be somewhere in college and you get yourself a higher career. We are here today to try to teach you some of these skills. We're going to go through the next few minutes, and I'm going to show you some of the expectations that I look forward to. I'm going to look at some of the stuff that industry has, some of the things that I have on here. They're the kind of rules to live by. Instead of us doing some sort of a classroom management contract, this is what our general agricultural mechanics expectations are. Now, some of these you're going to notice are point blank obvious. Some of those are more of what I expect you to learn from here on out. So right now I'm going to turn on the projector, and we're going to go through. I'm going to show you all the different ones. So I want to welcome you to the Agricultural Mechanics facility. My name again is Mr. Clayson. I apologize for not being here. Some of the things we look for in our classes is some of the school rules as well. I understand, and sometimes we look at, we have times that we can wear our hats or wear some sort of a cap. That's understandable, but the school rules policies state this: no hats and cell phones. Now I'm going to be honest with you on cell phones. Cell phones are a major issue. They're a distraction. You cannot see or focus in on everything that happens in our classes or your immediate area with your cell phone in hand. Most industry will not let you have a cell phone unless you're some sort of a technical person working on, like a technical engineer or some sort of equipment technician, where you have to take a picture of a part. That's about it. Or you have to sync up to a computer program to use your cell phone to identify a problem with a machine. As far as cell phones in here, I run my classes just like you're going to see in industry. And some of you have had me in class, you know that I just tell you how it is. I see a cell phone out, I'm going to give you a warning, and then I'm going to inherit it for the day, and I'm going to deposit it to the office. There's no tolerance for cell phones in here. So if you have a problem with cell phones and you're on your social media a lot, there's an issue there. We have to work through that, okay? Not to scare you, but cell phones is something that we should not be on, including when I am not here and there's a substitute. That should happen, and the substitute will write down the message. Next thing is, we look at more school rules, and they're kind of industry rules too. And computers are always an issue. Okay. No tobacco. If I see here or understand anybody has a tobacco product on them, and this will include vaping, That is not allowed. We are a tobacco-free zone in New York State. This zone is the same. The shop is the same. Most of the industry is that way too. And I don't care if your mom or dad take and chew tobacco or smoke cigarettes, that's their business. But I'm going to teach you how it is in industry. If I catch you once with this, this is your warning. I catch you once, down the road, phone call to your parents before you get to the office. No swearing or cursing. This is a good rule to live by. If you curse or swear a lot, you might want to rethink that. Nobody wants to go to a business, walk in, and hear a bunch of their employees cursing and swearing. As a customer, you do not want to go to that place. As a customer, you feel uncomfortable and you do not feel like you have a very warming area. Cursing and swearing shows a lack of intelligence and it shows a lot of frustration. If you go to any of the tractor dealerships that I work with closely, or any of the automobile dealerships, if you go to the feed mills, anywhere that there's customer service around, swearing is one thing they do not tolerate. Same thing with me. In this room, I do not tolerate it. You'll hear me say it over and over. Enough with the swearing. Okay? If it becomes a problem, I will be talking with mom and dad at home. Plain and simple. Another thing is, enough with the real bad stuff. One thing I really want you to be is the best that you can be at all times. If you try your best, you will never fail a class of mine. If you show me 100% effort, sometimes you may not get it, whether it be in the welding, small engines, even in Ag B. If there's a problem and you just can't get it, I am here for you. I am here to work with you. I am here to help you. After school, I'm here till 4 o'clock every day. I'm here to put the time in to make sure you succeed. But you've got to do your part. You've got to give me your best. I'm here today on a day off, here showing you and going through the rules, but also trying to help you out to get you started so you understand. The snow days hurt me. They hurt me because I couldn't be here to welcome you into my class. I just want you to be the best that you can be. You'll find me 100% all the time. I give you everything that I can give you 100%. I expect the same treatment back. If you can give me an honest work, an honest time work in my class and outside of my class, you will have no problem getting that work ethic to have a job. Number one problem in the industry is we have people that are working that do not have 100% drive to work. And that's something that you can do. And it's something that you can start now. Whether it be you're a freshman, a sophomore, junior, senior, doesn't matter what grade you are, that's something that you can do right here, right now, and that is give me 110%. And if you give me 100% work ethic, you'll never fail one of my classes. Okay? If I see you over, kind of goofing around, not really doing your work, or just kind of like, oh, I just don't feel good today, I'm going to have trouble trying to find you a job. I'm going to have trouble believing in you selling it to me that you are a good worker. And some of you have had me in class, some of you just got done with a class with me. You understand that, and your grades reflect that. I will grade on a lot of it as work ethic. The project base, yes, but if you can give me 100% work, man, I'm going to give you 100% effort back, and you're going to succeed. Moving on. Okay. Another thing is show respect for others. If you would like to be treated in such a way, and everybody likes to be treated in a positive way, if you can show respect for others and treat them as you want to be treated, we're going to have a good time. All my classes, we have a good time in usually. We get a lot of things done, get a lot accomplished, you learn a lot of skills, but the biggest thing is we treat each other with respect. It's when there's a few of you that take and you want to start horsing around and you start picking on people, I have a real problem with that. And I'll be writing down notes, I'll be sending letters to home, be calling home, and even if I have to, write-ups. I don't like to do a lot of write-ups. You guys are old enough to be mature. So let's show some respect for others. Let's have a good time. Let's not harass each other. Let's just get the jobs done. Let's learn. And let's learn a little bit about each other too. Next thing is be courteous and polite. Okay? Boy, it sure brings a smile on my face when somebody says hello to me. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's good to be polite. The more polite you are with your peers, the more peers you're going to have around you, the more connections you're going to make. You might even land yourself a job. You might land yourself a good job. You might land yourself a better job that's paying better. Be polite. If you've got an issue at home, an issue with somebody else, don't take it on the rest of us. If I have an issue, I'm not going to take it on you. Okay? And that's a good rule to live by. We want to make sure that we can work together and treat each other effectively. Okay, looking at the school rules as well. And this is more of a shop safety rule here. No backpacks. If you have a backpack, you bring it in, you set it down in here, and you leave it in this classroom. Before we leave anything in the shop, before you go in the shop, do not take it out there. There's a lot of machines out there that a backpack can get caught on. There's a lot of machines that can rip a backpack. There's a lot of machines that you can get hurt because you caught your backpack, and when you caught it, you were turning, and next thing you know, you hurt your back. Or you hurt the machine, or you fell backwards because it acted like a bungee cord, and you fell back and hit your head. Yeah, that seems kind of funny, but it's not really. It hurts. We need to make sure you leave backpacks, any kind of coats, anything of that kind of stuff. You leave it in your classroom or leave them in your locker, okay? For welding and small engines class, I'm going to talk to you folks just for a second. We will be given lockers when I get back on Wednesday, and you'll have a locker out here in the hallway that you'll be able to utilize for that stuff. For the freshmen, for the Ag B class, I'll have spots in the room here that you'll be able to put that stuff so they're tucked away and they're safe. If you have any valuables you bring in that you want to leave, I have a spot for that too. But we want to make sure we do that. All right, here's a big thing. I mean, as I'm an agricultural mechanics teacher, I do a lot of stuff with safety. We do a lot of stuff with hands-on. There's a lot of things that potentially can hurt you. Here's one thing that you can do on your own. Dress for success. If you need to change, we have places for that. Bathroom down the hall, I got a spare room in here that we got to shut right up. We have places for that. Dress for success. No open-toed shoes. I don't want to see any flip-flops or sandals in here. Crocs are even a problem because Crocs can rip and you can ruin your great Crocs. We all like to wear Crocs in our free time. They're not really an everyday shoe. Make sure you wear some sort of like a sneaker, a work shoe, something down here so that you do not hurt yourself. We have a lot of things out in the shop that can hurt yourself and a lot of things that we want to make sure you are safe on. So please, go through these rules. Now, for the rest of the day and tomorrow, I'm going to just tell you this right now. Yes, unfortunately, I have some bookwork for you. Yes, unfortunately, we would have done the bookwork whether I was here or not. All the bookwork that is given is designed for you for starter stuff. It's stuff for you to start working through the different steps. For Ag B, we're going to start doing shop safety. We're going to be doing some shop safety, and then we're going to move into ag electricity. From there, we're going to spin right into welding. So you're going to get a chance to get some hands-on. And now don't be afraid. Welding's pretty awesome. You can find out from any of the classmates that just took it. It's one of their best ones they loved. But we're going to start in on some stuff simple, work our way up into steps. For small engines, you're going to be doing a little bit of safety, but also right now you're working on packets on what is an engine and components of an engine and engine theory. For welding, you're going to go through some basic safety and what is some SMAW. What does SMAW mean? And there's some worksheets with that. I really need you three classes to take and do this for me so that way when I get back, we can start in on the hands-on and not have to go back and do day 1 and 2 all over again. We don't want to do that. So get day 1 and 2 done, get the packets done, get the worksheets done, so that way on Wednesday when I come back, Wednesday we can jump right in and start doing some hands-on activity. I can give you tours of the shop. We can start going through and doing some different activities to get you out of the seats, okay? So let's do that. Make a deal. You do those the first 2 days, get these sheets all done, which no problem. You should be able to do them in about a period and a half. Then on Wednesday, we'll start doing some hands-on stuff to get you going, okay? So I'm going to leave you out with this. Take care of the sub. Be good. When I get back, I expect to have good notes so that we can start right in on project work and hands-on stuff. For this right now, I do say thank you. And please remember our rules of success here. Make sure that we take and we do not have any issues in the class. Dress for success. Be all you can be. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday and meeting each and every one of you. Take these syllabuses home. Read them over to your parents. Bring them back to me for Wednesday so I can mark it in for a free 100 grade. Thank you very much and look forward to working with you. Bye now.